It's a big difference when somebody. If we talking about relationships.
Yeah.
Somebody coming in, like the Miss Harvey, a girl. Now I done heard about Miss Harvey. They got her in rap songs or something too, don't they?
Mm-hmm. Yep,
talking about, give me Steve Harvey.
Tell her Steve Harvey. I don't want her or something like that.
Yep. But I love the fact though, man, when a woman can be true to themselves. They got to be true to themselves. I don't care what the circumstance. I don't care how good their situation is or what it look. But if it ain't right, you got to stand up. You got to stand up. You know what I mean? I got a young wife. Right. And she had to make a decision, and she really wanted, then I had to make a decision. I want to be with this young lady, man, and she got a bunch of years left. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and then I knew it was going to be learning curves and so on and so forth. But as we continue to, we got to know each other more and we started syncing. And I think what really happened when we got some of the same goals. Mm-hmm. And we communicated it to each other. And then here came a baby.
Right, I mean? Okay.
And the thing is, though, we was getting married, and that's when we found out we was having a baby.
Right. I got a young wife too, right?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I know.
I remember a story you told me, man, I really like.
What's that, man?
When I think you came to the pastor. You remember that story you said, I think you seen him in the mall or something. You said, Pastor, man.
We was in the drugstore getting Pampers. I was getting Pampers.
Yeah, and you said, hey, man, these folks, man, I got this young wife, man, and everybody hating on me. They say, hey, man, and Pastor told you, hey, man, I'll be hating on you too. I had a wife that fine.
Listen. That's the thing too, but I also knew that because she was so fine, she gonna get plenty of action. Yep. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I go. Yep. But I got plenty of action too, though. That's all I'm saying, done. Mm-hmm. But through our communication, man, really learning about each other.
You came together and created something beautiful.
Come on with it, man. I'm talking about Ann got a baby too, man.
That's beautiful.
And then, this her sister now. Kiara's her sister. She been around, the whole time. And I done seen you evolve. I'm talking about mature, all kind of things. And you on another level now. You still live hot around the collar.
Yeah, we know that.
So we also want to be prepared for marriage.
Yeah.
I knew at that time I was prepared. I can handle a marriage. But my thing was, can I handle a marriage with a young girl, a young hot one too, running around? You know what I mean?
Yeah. They say relationships, man. Like, because we were talking about selfishness and people going in for a reason,
right?
But I also think that, in our relationships, it's something that we are looking for.
Yeah.
Right. We choosing this person because it is something that we want out of this person. Like, you know what I mean?
No doubt about it.
It have to be something that they bring into the table. Now, I'm not saying it's okay. I want to be with him just for the money or her just to get this and that. But it's something that we need out of this exchange.
No doubt about it.
So let me ask you guys a question. What is your definition of a meaningless relationship? Meaningless relationship.
Oh, just that old jump down thing. That jump down thing.
More
stress
what I mean?
than
happiness.
More stress. So it's
what
toxic.
What do you mean by meaningless? I'm missing it.
Meaning like, what if the other person didn't have anything to bring to the table? What you getting out the relationship?
Right, and I don't think that's a relationship.
It's one-sided, right?
I don't think that's a relationship.
That ain't no relationship. That's a hookup.
Yeah,
that's a hookup.
But
right?
I'm also big on, like, if it could be a relationship, you just got to stay down for that come up. You never know what that person going through. They could be at their lowest. I've been there for somebody who literally had nothing, and now.
Well, that's beautiful
so it's
though.
It's just like you just all depend on their situation, who they are, their motivation, and their ambition upstairs, and to get themselves out of that situation. If they don't, I'm not so judgmental. Like, if you don't bring nothing to the table, I can't be with you. If you genuinely make me happy and you're trying, then okay, let's try to make this work.
That ain't meaningless though.
That's not meaningless.
No.
That's everything. That's the core. That's the structure. That's the foundation.
Yeah, that's how
now, if you don't have that, it's a lose-lose. Somebody gonna end up
true.
taking a loss.
True.
Yeah. And then, depending on, I know this. I done seen a lot of different relationships, man, where they really are toxic.
Yeah. But
Terrible.
There are a lot of people that like
no.
toxic.
And
I'm
it's
talking about
not cute.
I'm talking about and what
That's
they
the
do.
new trend nowadays.
And they keep going in it.
Moneybag, every
That's the thing,
rappers are rapping about it. It's hot.
They like,
How she know I'm still toxic but still mess with me.
I'm talking about love me.
Hey man, we need some relationship laws. You know how they got the 10 Commandments?
Right, okay.
No, seriously, man. Like,
I believe you. I let you on
hey
that.
man, we out here just doing it without no structure.
Without no structure.
You
Just
know, we need a
diving in.
blueprint.
Diving.
Yeah.
That's something the pastor be talking about too. When he say, man, when you get in a relationship, you want to know who you getting in a relationship with. You want to be able to know or explain your boundaries, your expectations. You really getting in a relationship because it's probably because two people joining together, man. That's some powerful stuff.
Understanding is everything.
Oh man,
I got a question.
Come on with it.
I was listening to I forgot the gentleman's name, but he talked about that he believes that it's important for a person to be in multiple different types of I ain't gonna say like super committed relationships, but relationships with different people so that they can really see what it is that they really want in a relationship.
Okay.
And he was saying the magic number is 10 to 12, but not just with relationships. I want to say that even with different types of positions in life, different types of cultures where you want to live and stay. He's thinking that you should, do multiples to really figure out where your place is. Now, what do y'all think in reference to relationships with that?
That's kind of tricky because you can put yourself in a position where you look like a womanizer, but then you can also put yourself in a position if you're really understood that you're really looking for what you want.
Right.
But a lot of closed-minded people always looking at you blinded.
Right. No, I agree.
Because a lot of men can't really go out. They get sidetracked. They get sidetracked.
Hey, she talking to her. We get sidetracked.
They get sidetracked. They say they're doing this, but in reality, they're just living their life and not really trying to get or find their true meaning of happiness or that relationship they want.
So you say they do too much.
They do too much.
I got a piece for that.
It's so hard to trust.
We all get sidetracked, man. We all get sidetracked a little bit, man. Especially with God's beauty. We get sidetracked.
And he wouldn't have gave it
That's
to us.
true.
He wouldn't have gave us all that beauty not to get sidetracked.
It's hard. But I want to go back.
As long as you don't go off the tracks. That's the piece.
Why do you say that? Why do you say all men?
Because they're all the same.
All men are the same?
All of them are the same.
Kiwa, you've been around me.
What's she talking about, Rob?
Wait a minute, I'm finna get out of it. I'm finna get out of it. Hold on, wait a minute. You've been around me for 6 years now.
No, all men aren't the same, but some of them have a lot of the same traits.
Yeah.
Can I get an example of traits? Please.
A dog.
A dog?
A dog trait. They want to. No, not. Let's be
That's
serious.
nature, though. I think that is a part of nature.
Some of it is.
That we might need to adjust a little bit. That's what you talking about.
Yeah.
Some of it is. It depends on the individual.
Maybe I just.
That's something that's in our DNA. I mean, at the end of the day,
we have to learn it. Just speaking about like relationships, man. I remember I was talking about doing motivational speaking, right? So of course you go research it. I go in there, and the interesting thing I found was the average age that a person going to the motivational speaking field is over 50.
Whoa.
Over 50. That's the
as a
average.
speaker.
Yes,
Oh,
as
gotcha.
a speaker. That's the average age they go in to the field.
That's interesting.
And the reason is because if you think about it, over 50 years, you had all kind of different experiences.
Yeah.
Just like we was just talking about, like you were saying with the guy. I done had all kind of different relationships. You understand what I'm saying? With multiple women. You understand? Then in business, education. So, and I build strong relationships with the people that come into my life.
Well, that's what make you a great host.
Yeah, I think so too.
I mean, I haven't seen a host like you.
Yeah, it's the experience, baby. You know, I done been there. I done been there, done that. And I think that also helped me in my relationship with my wife. You know? And when she found out, though, that I ain't never trying to hurt her.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see her sad, and I'm not finna spin you, baby.
At least not intentionally.
Right.
You know, we gonna get hurt, but you know my intentions ain't to do that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know I love you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then one of the most, I think she's seen the accountability, the responsibility in a fella, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm gonna stand on things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I told her, if you gonna be with me, I got your back for real, and I got the people around you back as well. Like they like a crazy sister.
Yeah,
You know?
he didn't dealt with some stuff from me.
That go along.
You know?
That go back to that having that understanding, though. Right?
Yeah, and I had to learn it though. You know, it took me a long time. Don't get it now. It ain't always been peaches and cream. It wasn't like it's been no cakewalk. Because I done been with some doozies, you know, and I was a doozy myself.
But
so
I had to go through that.
I had to go through it. I had to, and I'm glad I did. You know, and one of the things though was I never was out to hurt a woman. That was never my get up. You know what I mean? I wasn't finna get with you and then try to break your heart and all that old crazy. I ain't finna beat you up. You know what I mean? And I ain't finna chase you either.
Right.
That's another thing. I ain't finna chase you either. Because if I got, you know, that just don't sit right with me. No, chase me.
I feel like the problem with a lot of relationships nowadays and more of my generation is communication.
Yeah.
Communication is so foul nowadays.
Yeah.
I would say probably childhood trauma of a lot of the men. I'm going to just speak on my relationships and what I've been through. The childhood traumas of the men I've dealt with made them, instead of talking to me, shut down and just like disappear on me for almost like weeks, and then just notice, oh, she really was for me. Like that was my best, and try to come back around. And it's like, no, you know, I'm just real big on, I'm learning, and me being 23, I've been through a lot, like a lot over my 23 years. Like, and I'm still learning that if I have an issue, just talk. Tell them if I like how that incident yesterday.
That ain't the culture.
It didn't have to go that far where me and old lady yelling at each other.
Right.
We could have addressed. That's what I'm learning. We could have addressed it right then and there the first time we had an issue, so it did not have to escalate to us almost throwing blows or us yelling at each other. Be this, be that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, communication is just really something I'm starting to be big on. And if you ain't communicating with me, get out my life.
I think another thing, too, you know, through communication, man, you know, you know a genuine person. You know a fake person. I know I do.
I know I do, too. I know I do.
But what about family, man? What about when we talking relationship? Because when I met my wife, before she was my wife, and within about 2 weeks, I had the keys to her house, right? Listen to me, Rob. So you know her family, like, what's going on here? You know, this dude 37, you 21, and he got the keys to your house. So as soon as I got the keys, guess what I did the first 2 days? Furnished the whole crib.
That's how you do it.
Right now, the family saying, what's going on here?
Yeah, that's how
something
you do
ain't
it.
right? They still thinking something ain't right. And so after that, the next move was she got her tax money, right? And you know, normally they family get together and talk about what they're gonna do with the tax money. But me and her already talked. The tax money was, hey, I'm gonna take control of the tax money.
Come on with it.
All the family got the information. They said, oh no, it was a trick. That was the trick. You know what you doing? I mean, that's what family will do for you, right? But they didn't know me like that.
I know.
So I took the tax money. It was like 7, 8 bands. Guess what my next move was? In 1 month, I bought her a house.
Come on with it.
You follow what I'm saying? Shut everything down. Because everybody say, oh, he gonna use you. He gonna do this and that.
Right, and
they don't see.
That's what you
Rob,
call.
listen, Rob, she 15 houses later.
Come on with it.
Houses in her name.
Come on with it.
You follow what I'm saying? I'm here to stay.
That's
what
what's
would have happened if she would have listened?
And no, seriously,
that's what I'm saying.
That's
what I'm saying.
You know how many women lose out on a good man because they listen to someone that's bitter in their family, that outside poison?
So should that be one of those commandments we talking about?
Man, you got to
shut family out. But sometimes you might need family out.
Right.
Because she got a good brother. Her brother came and checked on me.
Hey, but we
came and checked and say, who's this nigga? But we chopped it up good though.
Right.
But he still came and checked. And that's important too. For family to check on family though.
We would know though. See, in a relationship, that's just like with my wife. Here it is. She got this crazy sister. Yep. I'm talking about some other crazy. I'm talking about everybody. I said, okay.
Yes,
this how we gonna play.
We come as a whole crazy group.
So you know, I played it like this. This is how we gonna play it. We gonna get everybody a break, man. Everybody getting a break. It's just gonna be me and you, and then we get to figure out on how to deal with everybody.
Right.
Because they still got to be dealt with.
That's right.
You know, my daughter called me this morning, man, talking about something my sister had said. She had went through some trauma and so on, but she really hopping on what other folks said, what other family members then said and how they viewing her. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, that family piece is powerful. It's powerful because back in the day, man, when I used to be out there in the streets and all that old crazy stuff, yeah, I was out there a little bit. But one of the things was, you know, I found myself in some precarious situations. And then, you know, here it is, my sister, she had the opportunity to assist me through a couple of these little old situations. And she would use that. Mm-hmm. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, you remember when and so on and so. And I got to thinking, you know, one day it just popped on. I said, man, you know how many years ago that was? And it wasn't nothing. And you done got about 100 times.
What I call that?
You know?
I call that the carrot and donkey effect.
Oh, man. It's cold-blooded. It's cold-blooded.
It's the carrot and donkey
effect. But it worked, though. It worked. She could call me like she wanted for this particular time, she wanted a refrigerator and a stove.
Oh my!
All I wanted was $50.
Right. What's the carrot and donkey, though? I want to know. I don't know what the carrot and donkey effect is, bro.
I don't know.
You put the carrot in it.
You want to get the donkey to do what you want him to do.
You put the carrot up.
In front of
him. You put the carrot
up. Donkey like carrots?
Oh man!
I ain't never known that, man. Hey man, that's a gem for me today. This is 100 gems.
This is 100 gems.
I take them out of
100 gems. Hey, but you know, so in these different kinds of relationships, man, like a lot of my family too, man. I was somewhat like a black sheep type dude too. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Here I come, you know, it's like, who this dude is? It's like, man, wait a minute, I'm your cousin. What you mean who this dude is?
Right.
I'm your cousin. Yeah, I'm fly. Yeah. You know, that's just it. You got a fly cousin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm for you. But they couldn't stand some of the flavor.
Right.
And this is family.
Mm-hmm. No, seriously.
You dig what I'm saying?
It be the ones that
family, man.
It be your family that really act like they cheer you on, but in reality don't want to see you win. And that's why I'm big on I'm gonna choose my family I created over my family.
Afraid to
over my family I came from.
Right.
I'm creating my own family.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be up under my family's tail when I'm creating my own family. So I'm just big on space from your family you came from to worry about the family you're creating.
Yeah. But I would say this with you, you know, I just got a little personal because this is my little sister-in-law. You know what I mean? See, we for her. We for you. You know what I'm saying? You know you can come to us and we gonna tell you the truth.
Right.
We ain't gonna tell you nothing that's gonna harm you. We gonna tell you about a buster too. That's just
yeah.
Especially, you know, and then when you close to me, and I see, you know, I'm like, hold on, no. You can't treat my girl like that. I'm talking about, man, how I can't tell you that, you know, like, wait a minute, you better and bigger, you deserve a whole lot more, you know, because you is more. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And we got to have family in our lives to be able to tell us those things, man, to point those things out. Yep. You know, and we all learning. Because I got to tell you, but I done learned so much messing with these girls, man. Lord have mercy, man. He came in and showed me a whole new script, man.
Yes, sir. Yes,
you know
sir.
what I mean? And they beautiful, beautiful young women. And all these old garbage young dudes, they missed out on this.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Hey, I'm telling you. And so speaking of my young wife, man, she came in at a time, and you know what she gave me, Darvin?
What she give you, Bob?
Her.
Yeah.
All of her, too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All of her.
And probably people look at y'all from the outside and oh, she young. She probably using that man.
That's what
all my friends, all my little
they don't know how to
old
mind
friends
their
that I
business.
That's
had.
what's wrong with this world.
No, yeah.
People don't know how to mind their business.
All my old
man.
friends, that's the first question they'll ask me. Your sister really in love with him, or is it about the money? I'm like, no, it's not about the money, because she could get that anywhere. Like she's genuinely like in love with this man.
Yeah, little mama brought the purse.
Right.
She can't set the purse on the table.
Hey, she showed you who she was.
She showed me who it was. A done deal,
man.
It was a wrap. I said,
ain't that a good energy, man? To know and understand that you got all in somebody.
I'm talking about all of
that ain't about no money at all. That ain't
somebody you can depend on, trust.
All that good stuff.
You know what I'm saying?
We had our little, bumps in the road.
Everybody does.
You know what I'm saying? But and from being 50, I know what a bump in the road is.
Let me ask you this though, Rob. Did you learn something from her?
Oh man. I'm talking about man.
Because they say this age gap, you learn something from them. Even from the kids, right? We learn something. But that energy of that love energy, and they giving you that all.
That's what I learned, dog.
That age gap in the Bible too, though.
Hey, listen. What I learned most of all, though, I'm finna tell you what I get from my wife is love, man. See, I ain't really I wasn't no loving type dude, thinking we gonna be in a relationship and this how I go, baby. I'm gonna go do this and that and that. But
man, you came from the streets, right?
Man,
the street. Hold on.
Dude,
the street.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm like that right now.
Hey, and you have to learn.
I'm like that right now.
And you gotta learn your way out.
I'm talking about learn your way out of it.
And my wife, when she came in, even with Keith, she showed me like, my sister girl, but that's my sister.
She, I'm telling you, loyalty like it's no other.
I'm talking about like intimate stuff, like, cause I ain't want to keep it at 100, man. Don't get too close.
Yeah,
you get close when I pull you close. Yeah, but you don't just get close. You just don't pull up on me. Hugs and kisses and all. I'm like, oh man, you girl.
Hey,
make a skin crawl.
Listen here.
Hey, I gotta say this though. Can I say this, man?
It's all over the place.
I got one thing to say about my first date with my wife.
I'm listening.
Guess what we did, man?
What?
We got the computer. I looked at her credit report.
Oh my God!
Y'all think I'm playing? Hey, we finna sit down and look at this.
Come on. Hey, I did something similar.
I'm serious, man.
Dog, hey, for real, but I did something similar. I did something similar with my wife.
Yeah.
On everything I love. It's like, okay, baby, well, and then I knew she was young too. I said, well, we got a lifetime of bills.
That goes on. It's a phrase. It's called no big eyes and little U's in team.
Yeah.
And teamwork make the dream work.
Come on with it.
Teamwork does make the dream work.
And I gotta tell you, man, being married and opening up and allowing the love and the intimacy to pop, it was it's a whole new deal, man. A whole new, it's like the Lord gave me a whole new life or something. Man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I got something that I genuinely, I'm talking about this little family I got. I'll do anything in the world for this little family I got, man. You know what I mean?
That's right.
And I'm gonna give it all. I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure that they good, because I know they're gonna do the same for me.